Hello and welcome to another tutorial on my channel. On this video I will show you how to crochet this witch hat. It's super easy and fast. I will follow step by step so also beginners will be able to make it. So stay with me, subscribe my channel and let's start. If you want also the ghost tutorial, just check my channel and there is a free tutorial video. So that's the witch hat, and let's see what materials we need. So for the witch hat you will need a plush yarn. I'm using chenille velvet, colors gray and black. You can change the purple and black. You can change the purple to any other color that you like. You will need a 4mm crochet hook, needle, pair of scissors and a stitch marker. The stitches that you will need to know are very basic and easy. You need to know how to make a magic circle, single crochet, slip stitch and an increase, and also front loop only. Let's start. So we are going to start with a black yarn. So make a magic circle. And for row 1 you're going to make 4 single crochets into the magic circle. That's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now you take the end of the yarn and pull. Like that. Take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch that you made. If you don't know where is your last stitch, so you have the loop that's on your hook, which doesn't count the stitch. So you go 1 stitch down and this is the last stitch. Take your stitch marker and bring it through. Now every time we get to the stitch with the stitch marker, we know that this is the last stitch of the row. So for row 2 we're going to make single crochet into the first stitch, and then an increase into the second stitch, which means 2 single crochets into the same stitch, then a single crochet into the third stitch, and for the fourth and last stitch take out the stitch marker and make another increase. That's 1 and 2 into the same stitch. Now we finished row 2 and we have 6 stitches around. Take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch that you made. For row 3 we're going to make single crochet into the first stitch, then an increase into the second stitch, and we want to repeat it for total 3 times until we get to the stitch marker. So let's do it 1 time together. Single crochet into the first stitch, and then an increase into the second stitch. Now you go and repeat it 2 more times and I will meet you when I finish the row. Make sure that when you finish the row, you put back your stitch marker into the last stitch that you made. We finished row 3 and we have 9 stitches around. Now for row number 4, just make 1 single crochet in each stitch around until you get to the stitch marker, and I will meet you when I finish the row. Now we finished row 4 and we have 9 stitches around. For row number 5 we're going to make single crochet on the first stitch, single crochet on the second stitch and then an increase into the third stitch, and we're going to repeat it for total 3 times until we get to the stitch marker. So let's do it one time together. Single crochet in the first stitch, single crochet in the second stitch, and an increase into the third stitch. Now you go and repeat that all the way around, and I will meet you when I finish the row. We finished row 5 and we have 12 stitches around. For row number 6 we're going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch around, which would be a total of 12 stitches until you get to the stitch marker, and I will meet you when I finish the row. So I finished row 6 and again I have 12 stitches around. For row number 7 we're going to make single crochet on the first stitch, increase on the second stitch, single crochet on the third stitch, and single crochet on the fourth stitch, and we want to repeat it for 3 times until we get to the stitch marker. So let's do it one time together. Single crochet into the first stitch, then an increase into the second stitch, then single crochet into the third stitch, and another single crochet into the fourth stitch. Now you go and repeat it 2 more times and I will meet you at the end of the row. I finished row 7, that's how it looks like for now. Now before you put the stitch marker back into the last stitch, we want now to change the color. So what you're doing is pull your crochet hook like that and take it out. Now you're gonna pull the black yarn and slowly take it out until you have 2 loops left. 1 and 2. So you take your crochet hook and go through those 2 loops. Now you take the second color and you're going to finish this single crochet with this purple yarn. So just go through both loops. And now you can pull the black color and the purple one also, so it will be tight. Now what we're going to do next, first take your stitch marker and put it into the last stitch, which is the last black one. And now we're going to make a slip stitch into the first stitch. That is necessary so the changing color will be nice and look good. And now you're going to continue 1 single crochet all the way around until you get to the stitch mark. That will be a total of 15 stitches. So just into the stitch single crochet, next stitch single crochet all the way around, and I will meet you when I finish the row. So I just finished the row. Now I just want to make sure don't cut the black yarn because we are going to use it next row. So now for the next row, which is row 9, we're going to make again 1 single crochet in each stitch around until we get to the stitch marker. So just go into the first stitch, which will be a little bit difficult because that was the slip stitch we made last row. So that's 1. Next stitch single crochet like that all the way around, and I will meet you when I finish the row. I just finished the row. What we're going to do now is pull your hook like that and take it out. Now you have inside the purple and I'm sorry, like that. Yes, we have the short purple yarn and this black one, which we still didn't cut. Now you want to make 2 knots with them. That's 1 and 2. And you can put the purple inside the hat. Now what we're going to do is change the color again. So pull the purple yarn until you have 2 loops, like that. Here are the 2 loops. Take your crochet hook and go through them, 1 and 2. Now you want to take the black color and you want to finish the single crochet with this yarn. So yarn over and go through those 2 loops. Now pull the purple yarn, take your stitch marker and put it back into the last stitch that we made, which is the last purple one. And now for number 10 we're going to continue the black yarn and we're going to use the front loop only. Each stitch has a front loop, which is this one, and a back loop, which is this one. We're going to pick only the front ones for this row. And we're going to make increase all the way around. Again, don't forget using the front loop only. So you go into the first front loop stitch and only this first you're going to make a slip stitch so the changing color will look good. And you go into the same front loop and you make a single crochet. Now you go into the next stitch, front loop only, and make an increase. Next stitch, front loop only, make an increase again. And now you just go and continue increase on the front loops only all the way around until you get to the stitch marker, and I will meet you when I finish the row. So I just finished row number 10 and we have 30 stitches around. Now you're going to make a single crochet into this first stitch, which was the slip stitch of last row, so it's a little bit difficult, and just make a single crochet. Now pull your hook and take it out, and we're going to cut purple yarn. Leave some tail, short one, to make 2 knots with the black yarn, like that. Or with the other purple will be better. So take those 2 pieces of purple yarn that you have and just make 2 knots. 1 and 2. Now we are going to continue with this black yarn. So what we're going to do now is single crochet in the first 4 stitches and then an increase, and we're going to repeat it for total 6 times. So let's do it one time together. We already made the first single crochet, so into the second stitch now, make a single crochet, Third stitch, make a single crochet. Make sure you don't skip any stitches. Now they are very tight and close to each other, so just see that you are really going into the next stitch and you don't skip any. Into the fourth stitch, make a single crochet, and fifth stitch, just make an increase. So that's one time. Now you go and repeat it all the way around until you get to the stitch marker, and I will meet you when I finish the row. So I just finished row 11 and we have 36 stitches around. For row 12, we're going to make single crochet into the first stitch, single crochet into the second stitch, and then chain 1. And we're going to repeat it all the way around. So let's do it together. First stitch, make a single crochet. Second stitch, make a single crochet. And now chain 1. Next stitch, single crochet. Next stitch, single crochet. Then chain 1. Next stitch, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, then chain 1. Keep doing it all the way around until you get to the stitch marker. Make sure you finish with the chain 1 and I will show you how we finish off. Okay, I just finished the row and I made the chain 1. Now to finish off, you're going to slip stitch into the next stitch. And chain 1. Now you take your scissors and cut the yarn, pull and like that. Now you're going to take your needle and take this end of the tail and you want to go through the needle like that. Now we just need to hide the yarn. So I know it's very difficult to see because it's black, but just go into the hat and between the stitches and take it out. Now you take your scissors and cut the yarn. Now we also have those yarns, you can just cut them. And here is our hat. Hope you like it. Please subscribe if you still didn't, and see you at the next video. Bye bye.